sideline. Now Ogle gets it off the ricochet.
Grumelski putting really good pressure on Norwalk. She'll take it down the baseline looking for someone. Bach looking for something. Bach will hit it, and it'll be Sydney Johnson, the senior, to score for the Blue Wave, making it 3-0. Shannon Bach taking it down. She'll try and find Sydney Johnson. It'll just go long. Cleared out by Norwalk's goalie. It'll just go wide for Norwalk on that clear, and it'll be Lily Escajadillo inserting in for the Blue Wave on their right sideline.
Yeah, to our viewers at home, apologies for the technical difficulties here. A couple of internet restarts at the Darien High School. You're watching a field hockey game between Darien Blue Wave and the Norwalk Bears. You might be wondering, how is it 3-0? It's only 10 minutes in. Or it's less than that, actually. Well, Shannon Bach scored a goal with about 9 minutes left in the first. Then Adriana Gromelski with about 7.5. And just a couple of seconds ago, Sydney Johnson scored the third. And now Darien looking for a fourth here off this penalty corner. Again, alongside Catherine Vanderzee, I'm Neve Sagel. And we're lucky to have you on this broadcast today.
It'll be Sydney Johnson to insert for the Blue Wave.
Johnson.
She'll find Beach. Beach to Gromelski. Gromelski looking for something. She'll hit it, and it'll go to Sydney Johnson on the post, but looks like there might have been foul. By one side, is it?
Looks like it's going to be another penalty corner.
Or, oh, it'll be a stroke for Sydney Johnson.
Johnson here against Maddie O'Brien of the Norwalk Bears. Johnson easily nets it in, and it's 4-0.
Yeah, very strong first quarter for this Darien team.
Yeah, Darien took them a while to get there first, but ever since then, they've been smooth rolling. 4 goals in 5 minutes.
Bach running down the sideline, looking for someone, looking for Franchetti. They'll just go a little bit to the right of her and find a Norwalk stick, but she'll find it again. Or excuse me, that's Kayla Kaprowski, but Bach will try and shoot. It'll be blocked by Norwalk, and Norwalk trying to find a fast break, but some really good defending by the Blue Wave. Ogle intercepting that ball. She'll find Bach. Be taken away.
Yeah, Norwalk have made a couple of offensive efforts so far, but looks like they're just a little bit slower team than Darien, and Darien's been able to intercept the passes. As that's Little.
Norwalk will clear it out. Trying to find something.
And Caitlin Turner there, able to draw the foul.
But Kaprowski will stop the clear from Norwalk and draw a foot. Kaprowski to Escajadillo.
Escajadillo down the far sideline. Franchetti weaves inside.
Looking for a teammate. She'll try and find Bach, but it will be a foul, and so it'll be a Norwalk ball cleared from the top of their circle.
Cleared right to Kaprowski.
Norwalk fighting for something. Looking for a teammate. And a possible run here right now from Norwalk down the sideline, but it'll just go a little bit too far behind their player, and Athena Ogle will pick it up for the Blue Wave. Ava Welch on the sideline.
Again, we'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties on this broadcast. You're watching the DAF Media Network. It's a 4-0 game right now in this first quarter. Might be wondering again how we got there. Bach scored early. Then it was Gromelski, and then Johnson's had 2 goals, one off a stroke. And now it looks like a great goal there from Avery Little. And that's the 5th. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties. You're watching the DAF Media Network field hockey broadcast between the Norwalk Bears and the Darien Blue Wave. Alongside Catherine Vanderzee, I am Neve Sagel.
Norwalk taking it down the sideline, looking for a reverse in. It'll just go out.
Yeah, Norwalk's been progressively more comfortable on offense now. A couple of times they've been inside the 20-yard line of Darien.
Yeah, I think coming in when you're playing such a strong team like Darien, it's definitely important to kind of keep your composure in the game, and I think it's definitely looked like Norwalk has kind of gotten rid of their jitters from playing Darien and seem to be having a little bit more luck taking the ball down the sideline and getting, closer and closer to Darien's circle with the possibility of, lessening Darien's lead.
Yeah, I think Norwalk's also recognized that now they don't have anything to lose. They'll just let in more goals, but at the end of the day, if they lose 5-0 or 10-0, it's still a loss. So they've now just become a lot more aggressive here, especially with a little over 20 seconds left in this first.
Norwalk looking for something.
Integritus intercepted by White.
White to Franchetti. Franchetti looking for someone. He'll just be a little bit far off for Avery Little to get to. But Norwalk will hit it out of bounds, and that is the end of the quarter.
At the end of the first quarter, the Blue Wave have 5, Norwalk nothing. You're watching the DAF Media Network, brought to you from Terry and Nancy McGraw. We'll be right back after these quick messages. We're back for some field hockey action on the DAF Media Network. Start of the second quarter, Darien up 5-0.
Norwalk looking to possibly turn around things in this quarter. Maybe get a ball in the back of the net. Possibly. I mean, at the start of the quarter, they just had a very good run at the sideline. I mean, pushing into Darien's half, which we haven't really seen that much this game. Although Darien will take it away, and it'll be Molly Smosky running it down to Avery Little. But it'll be a foot from Darien, and it'll be a Norwalk clear.
That's Turner running down the left. And it's been stripped away by Schneeberger. Darien running out with a much younger lineup this time.
Yeah, Franchetti on the right sideline for Darien. Looking for something, but he's stripped away by Norwalk. Norwalk looking for someone.
That's Togridis.
Using the sideline, it'll be a stick-on-stick contact, so it'll stay with Norwalk.
Togridis able to get it in.
Smosky to try and clear it. It'll be Darien Baldo. It'll be Norwalk on the right side for them. Looking for something to possibly get past this Darien defense. Bit of contact from both teams on that last play, but it'll still be Norwalk's ball at the 30-yard line. Trying to clear it in. They'll be successful, but it'll find Sophie Beach's stick at the top of the circle. It'll be a Darien clear, again by junior Sophie Beach. It'll find Ava Schneeberger on the right sideline. It'll now be Julianne White, but it just will go past Franchetti, and it'll be a Norwalk clear. Definitely a bit more of competition between the two teams in this quarter, it looks like. Norwalk coming out with a new energy, and they'll have a break.
Norwalk there, can they get the shot off?
And it'll just go wide, but a very good attempt by Norwalk that definitely will make their team feel very good. A very nice opportunity, although it wasn't successful. I think it definitely will feel good since Darien has been so dominant in the past quarter.
Yeah,
that's
Caitlin Turner, the junior, who got the shot off. And that's Norwalk's first shot on target today. And that's a good number to have on the board, though, because the more you pressure the goalie, you know, the more likely she is to make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Schneeberger now will take it. Kaprowski.
Norwalk putting good pressure, though, on defense. It'll be Norwalk ball. Hopefully looking to, have a fast break once again. They might find it right here. Can they find someone in the circle? It'll be stopped by Sophie Beach for the Blue Wave. Kaprowski on the sideline. She'll try and find Franchetti, but once again, Norwalk playing good defense. Franchetti on the sideline. And it'll just go out. She was looking for Julianne White. Just a little bit too fast.
Yeah, switch definitely clicked there for Norwalk between the first quarter and the second quarter. In the first quarter, between about 9 minutes left and 4 minutes left, it seemed like the defense had just turned into traffic cones, letting anything come by.
Franchetti looking for something. Franchetti.
And I think that's what I was going to mention there. They've become able to get bodies in the box, able to block shots, and it's going to be a lot tougher for Darien to pile anything on now.
Yeah, that was a very good attempt, though, by the Blue Wave. It was Franchetti to sophomore Ryan McCall, but very good defense by Norwalk's goalie and stopping that play. It'll once again, though, be Darien's ball coming from their defense at the 40-yard line with Ava Schneeberger weaving through Norwalk players right now. But Norwalk will strip it away, trying to find someone, but be unsuccessful and find a Darien stick. Molly Smosky in the middle, trying to find Ryan McCall. Unsuccessful. Norwalk once again trying to find a fast break.
The Schneeberger there. Can't poke it out. Smosky and McCall both trying to poke it out from Mallory Len.
Avery Little was able to find it. A good touch and go from McCall and Little. Little looking for something. She'll take it to the top of the circle, trying to find senior Julianne White. Julianne White looking for something. She'll find a Norwalk foot, and it'll be a Darien corner.
Yeah, Darien's capitalized on a couple of these corners from before. Not from the shot itself, but just from the chaos it creates. And they'll look to do something here to tack on a sixth. This time, there will be Schneeberger feeding it in instead of Johnson, who it was for the entirety of the first quarter. And the shot there by Kaprowski just veers out of line. Right to Smosky, intercepted Darien. Another attack for a fast break.
Kaprowski looking for something. Will be stripped away from Norwalk. Norwalk trying to clear it, but Avery Little will pick it up. She's looking for someone, trying to find Julianne White, but just unsuccessful, and she'll find the stick of a Norwalk player who will clear it out. It'll be Kaprowski on that far right sideline for Darien. It'll be Norwalk to clear.
Clearances keep getting intercepted another time there by Kaprowski, but Norwalk able to get it back.
Norwalk playing some very gritty defense this quarter, which has definitely helped them kind of slow this Darien Blue Wave from kind of making a bunch of fast breaks on them and definitely slowing down the play, letting them kind of get their composure, figure out where there's some spaces between these Darien players and kind of try and start a fast break, which they are doing right now. Except they don't seem to have the numbers, so it'll go to Darien's stick, and it'll be Molly Smosky at the 40. She'll find Ryan McCall on that left sideline for Darien. McCall on the baseline looking for something, but she'll find Norwalk's stick. It'll be a Norwalk clear, but it'll just go out of bounds at the 50-yard line. That'll be Norwalk's ball from a failed clear from Darien. Norwalk looking for something, but Julianne White will take it away. She'll find Kaprowski. Kaprowski to Franchetti. Franchetti on that right sideline looking for something. Taking it in. It'll be Norwalk to clear.
Norwalk throughout the second quarter just done, again, a great job on defense here. You know, they do let Darien get the shots off, but none's come in. And I think that starts with Maddie O'Brien, who's done an excellent job in goal so far. I think the next thing that they need to do, though, is just make an effort, make some of these runs, and hopefully get enough shots on target that one does fall in. Shot there from McCall. Saved by O'Brien.
It'll be Schneeberger at the 50. Taking it in.
Long clearance there by Clemau.
Norwalk successful on the clear. But Chiwe Dagavidas will just take it away. Trying to find Franchetti. Just go a little bit long, but Julian White will try and fight for it back, but it looks like it'll be a Norwalk, or excuse me, a Darien ball at the 25. Dagavidas to Beach. Beach looking for something. She'll whiff it. And Norwalk looking for a run.
Yeah, Norwalk needs to move quick here.
Trying to get their numbers up. But Darien, Sophie Beach, she's just too strong, she took it away. But Norwalk will continue the fast break. They're low on numbers, but they're trying to do something. And they'll be awarded a corner, so this will be the first corner from Norwalk this game that we will see.
Yeah,
Neve, what do you think? Will they find success off of this corner, or do you think Darien's defense will?
I hope they do. I really do. Norwalk's been a brick wall today in the second quarter, and I think this would be a great opportunity for them to score. Let's see Testa on the inset here. Norwalk's had some success in the past. They made the FCAC state semifinals last year. Just a down year for the team. Fed to White. Can't handle the pass. But another foul is going to go Norwalk's way.
Great block by Molly Smosky for Darien on that last play. Just totally blocking the attempt of a drive from Norwalk. Avery Little looking for something, but she'll find, I think, a foul or a stick for Norwalk, and it'll be awarded to Norwalk.
Prunoto gets past the stick of White. Schneeberger now. Oh, it's intercepted.
Beach trying to clear it out. Some really good defense by Darien right now, and it'll be Julianne White to finally clear it out of the top of the circle for Darien.
Yeah, Darien a good opportunity for a counterattack here.
Franchetti. And Franchetti and Kaprowski were fighting for that ball right there. But it'll be a Norwalk ball. Norwalk trying to break through, and they'll be successful.
Togridis. Fouled. We'll see. Some action here with just a minute left in this half.
White playing very good defense for the Blue Wave. Franchetti just took that out of the air. Almost looked like she was playing lacrosse, which she is committed to Villanova for. It'll be a Norwalk ball at the 40.
Yeah, Bears are going to have to move quick here just to get a shot off and possibly even a goal. Intercepted quickly by Smosky. Smosky running down the left. Gets past one, gets past two.
She'll keep going.
Can't get past three. And
But
Norwalk will just clear it away. 8 seconds left. Schneeberger will feed it in to Clemau.
Trying to find Kaprowski. She'll succeed, but that will be the end of the second quarter.
After 2 quarters of action, Darien 5, Norwalk 0. You're watching the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation, brought to you by Terry Nancy McGraw. We'll be back right after this.
Are you enjoying this broadcast? If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network, please help support us with a donation. DAF Media is committed to education and broadcast excellence. Your support allows us to keep bringing you high-quality community programming while giving our student volunteer broadcasters hands-on STEM experiential learning of all parts of computer networking and video production. Your donations help pay for equipment, insurance, transportation, and our award-winning advisor, and make these broadcasts possible. To donate, you can scan the Venmo QR code shown here or visit our website at dafmedia.org/donate. The link to donate is also in the description of this YouTube video. For those of you who prefer a more traditional approach, checks can be made payable to DAF Media and mailed to the address shown here. Any donation of $1,000 or more will be recognized as sponsors of our broadcasts for 1 year. Feel free to pause the broadcast to write this down. Thanks for watching and supporting DAF Media. DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
We're ready for a third quarter of action of some field hockey here at the DHS Stadium Field. It's 5-0. We'd like to apologize again for a couple of technical difficulties earlier. Darien High School had a scheduled internet outage, and unfortunately the broadcast is run on internet, so it went down for a little bit. But we're glad to be back. It's 5-0. You might be wondering how we got here. Be glad to tell you. All 5 goals were in the first quarter. Started with Bach. Then it went to Gromelski. Then Johnson scored twice, and then Little scored. And it was a scoreless second quarter. So 5-0 is the score right now. Again, alongside Catherine Vanderzee, I'm Neve Sagel, and we're very glad to have you on our broadcast today.
Yeah, that'll be Molly Smosky to Caroline Clemow. And it's a Chiwe Dogavitas on the right sideline for Darien to up to Kaprowski. But Norwalk will take it away. Norwalk trying to find something.
Kaprowski in a sea of white.
Dogavitas trying to intercept that pass, but unfortunately will lose it. But her teammate, Caroline Clemow, will win it back. And she is now looking for something. She'll find Dogavitas once again. It'll be Dogavitas to senior Julianne White. White trying to weave her way through. These Norwalk players will be successful and find Juliana Franchetti for a fast break. And she'll have Ryan McCall and Avery Little with her, but she'll take it all the way. And what a start for the Blue Wave in this first quarter. Very nice goal from the junior, Juliana Franchetti.
Yeah, take another look at that. That's a clinical finish there for Franchetti. And Darien start off their third quarter with a bang. You know, they were just held scoreless by New Canaan for the past about 22 minutes of play. Now we'll restart play.
And Norwalk hopefully trying to respond. This is Darien goal, but Avery Little will take it away again. She'll try and find Franchetti, but it'll just be kicked away by Norwalk. We'll find Molly Smosky on the sideline, though. Norwalk once again clearing it away. Smosky trying to fight for it back. But it'll be a foul, a Norwalk ball. But it looks like she'll find Ava Schneeberger on the sideline. And now back to Smosky. Smosky looking for Clemow. Clemow and triple teamed. It'll be a pass back once again to the Darien defense. And it'll be Ava Schneeberger with some high pressure from Norwalk there, but she's able to handle it under pressure, and she'll pass it to Clemow. Clemow trying to weave her way through. She'll find White at the 40. Julianne White looking for something, but
Darien there playing a little bit more relaxed, and you can see the pressure's not getting to any of the players' heads, able to make passes despite people running on them. McCall now Franchetti.
It'll just go wide, but what a run by Ryan McCall and Juliana Franchetti on that last play. Almost a second goal for the junior in this quarter.
Yeah, great save there too by Maddie O'Brien. Just falls on the ball, doesn't let a shot get off. And it's going to let Norwalk possibly get something started here.
Sophie Beach in her own circle looking for something. She'll find Chiwe Dogavitas. Dogavitas to Kaprowski. Kaprowski, some pressure from Norwalk, but she'll find Franchetti on that sideline. Franchetti once again using her speed to kind of beat these Norwalk defenders. She'll try and pass it into the circle, but it'll just be knocked out by Norwalk. It'll be a Darien ball coming in. It'll be Kaprowski to insert.
Yeah, Darien's done a good job of finding ways to pressure Norwalk in this third quarter, and that's by getting a lot of people in the box.
Avery Little looking to find something. It'll be a foot, and it'll be a Darien ball in corner.
Yeah, it looks like the goalie, Maddie O'Brien, kicked it off of another Norwalk player's leg.
It looks like it'll be Ava Schneeberger to insert for Darien.
Schneeberger.
To Smosky. Smosky drives it in. A very strong hit by Molly Smosky, but we'll find the padding of the goalie. But Darien still has the ball, and it'll be Julian White trying to go along the baseline. Norwalk, though, some very good defense. Trying to clear it up. Will they find the fast break? It'll be a whistle.
It looks like they're just going to give a couple seconds time for the Norwalk defenders to get their masks off.
It'll be Norwalk ball. Avery Little will find it. It'll be Franchetti. Franchetti looking for something. It'll be a good clear. Norwalk. Kaprowski fighting for it in that right corner. Smosky with the ball now. Trying to find something. Some really good defense, though, by Norwalk in this quarter. Definitely not letting Darien get past them that easily. That looks like it'll be a ball into the body of Caroline Clemau, and she'll try and take the fast break. She'll go down the baseline looking for someone.
It looks like that just went off her foot there. Unfortunate for Clemau. Had a nice opportunity to score.
It'll be Ava Schneeberger on that far left side for Darien. She'll pass it back to Beach. Beach looking for someone.
Well, that could have been dangerous there. Gianna Testa couldn't turn around in time for Norwalk. Kaprowski.
It'll be Caroline Clemau. To Ryan McCall. Ryan McCall looking. She'll find Julianne White. Julianne White looking for someone. It'll just go out. She was looking for, I think, Avery Little on that left post. But it'll be Norwalk to clear it out of their own circle.
Yeah, Darien again, Darien and Norwalk, great job of just putting as many bodies in the circle as possible. Darien obviously trying to cause some chaos, and Norwalk able to stop the chaos.
Looks like we have Bach playing far back defender.
Yeah, interesting arrangement here from Coach Minikis of the Blue Wave.
Norwalk with a good run down the sideline, but Darien Shannon Bach will take it away.
Yeah, Bach might just go on a run here herself. Scored the first goal of this game.
Yeah, Bach stayed really composed under that pressure from Norwalk. Although Norwalk will win it back from Darien, looking for something. It'll be Bach again to Chiwe Dogovitis. Dogovitis to Caroline Clemau. Clemau looking for someone. She'll try and tap it. I think Avery Little, and it will succeed. Little to Smosky. Smosky having a good run. To find Julianne White. Julianne White going down the middle. Will be stopped by Norwalk, though. Norwalk from the 30.
Yeah, Norwalk's only had a couple of shots so far today, and if they want to get a goal and possibly climb back from this deficit, they're going to need a lot more pressure, and that starts from the defense here.
Yeah, really good block there from Kayla Kaprowski. Now Franchetti trying to do something, but some really good defending from Norwalk. Was kind of getting really low and kind of stopping these Darien fast breaks.
Looks like a little bit too high there on the stick. Darien will get the ball. It starts with Dogovitis down this right sideline. Bach. Now to Schneeberger. Schneeberger's passed a little bit too fast for Smosky, but perfect for Little.
Little taking the 1v1, trying to find Smosky. It looks like it'll be a foot. Will be a Norwalk clear, but that will go high and into the back of Caroline Clemow. It's gotta hurt.
Yeah. If it doesn't hurt now, it'll hurt tomorrow morning, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, definitely. Darien trying to get this play going. It'll be Smosky from the 15. Back to Schneeberger. Schneeberger looking to drive it in. It'll go straight to the stick of Norwalk, though, but back to Schneeberger. Yeah, definitely some back and forth passing almost from these two teams, trying to kind of drive it both in and out of the circle.
Yeah, both teams here playing a tug of war at about the 35-yard line. It's been pretty interesting. You know, a lot of good interceptions today, a lot of good defense today after this first quarter where Darien really poured it on.
Yeah, I think the key for Norwalk in this second half will just kind of be keeping the lead to 5-0, which they've done, or excuse me, 6-0. Just kind of trying to prevent Darien from having a run like they did in the first quarter. But it'll be Smosky at the top to try to drive it in, but will whiff. It'll be a Norwalk ball. Norwalk with a very strong drive, but Ava Schneeberger will stop it.
Yeah, Schneeberger's been strong on defense. A lot of interceptions today. Stopped a lot of Norwalk runs. And she's partially responsible for the goose egg on the board for that away side.
It'll be Norwalk ball. From the 20. Successful drive, but Schneeberger will just take it away. But will be taken back by Norwalk.
Yeah, Herzog on a run there.
Shannon Bach under pressure. But it'll be Norwalk's ball once again. They'll have an attempt on goal, but it will be unsuccessful, and it'll be a Darien ball at the 20.
Yeah, easy shot clearance there for Cherenek. But again, great for Norwalk to just finally get a shot off. You know, it's been a while and can't score without taking a shot.
And definitely, it'll be Bach to clear it for Darien. She'll find Julianne White. Under pressure, though, and Norwalk will strip it away. Norwalk trying to find something. But it'll be Darien ball, and it'll be Ava Schneeberger once again to clear it for the Blue Wave. She'll go back to Bach. Bach to Dagavidas.
Dagavidas there facing some pressure.
Yeah, she had the option of Anna Duarte, but I don't think she had enough control over the ball at that point. But it'll be back to Darien, and it'll be Julianne White to Avery Little. Avery Little fighting through Norwalk, but it'll be back to Schneeberger. Schneeberger trying to start something for the Blue Wave. Definitely some new energy that we're seeing from this Norwalk team, but Anna Duarte will just kind of strip that away. She's looking for Franchetti, but it just seems to have gone out of bounds.
Yeah, Duarte's a set of fresh legs for the Blue Wave here, coming on after being taken out in the first quarter, so she's had a while to rest, and that's going to be good. She's very fast.
Norwalk trying to start a fast break. They have the numbers. Bach on defense for Blue Wave, and she'll take it away. Looks like some kind of stick contact there with some interlocking of sticks. It'll be Chiwe Dagavidas to clear it. She'll lift it. Be just a little bit too dangerous for the play, and it'll be a Norwalk ball from the 30.
Yeah, Norwalk got to move quickly here. Pass and a shot, and the quarter's over. Instead, Clemau sprinting downfield. It's taken over. And Smosky will recover the ball at the end of the third quarter. After 3, Darien 6, Norwalk nothing. You're watching the DAF Media Network, brought to you by Terry and Nancy McGraw. We'll see you for a fourth quarter of action right after this.
Are you enjoying this broadcast? If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network, please help support us with a donation. DAF Media is committed to education and broadcast excellence. Your support allows us to keep bringing you high-quality community programming while giving our student volunteer broadcasters hands-on STEM experiential learning of all parts of computer networking and video production. Your donations help pay for equipment, insurance, transportation, and our award-winning advisor, and make these broadcasts possible. To donate, you can scan the Venmo QR code shown here or visit our website at dafmedia.org/donate. The link to donate is also in the description of this YouTube video. For those of you who prefer a more traditional approach, checks can be made payable to DAF Media and mailed to the address shown here. Any donation of $1,000 or more will be recognized as sponsors of our broadcasts for 1 year. Feel free to pause the broadcast to write this down. Thanks for watching and supporting DAF.
We're live for a fourth quarter of action at the DHS Stadium Field in this FCAC field hockey matchup. Darien 6, Norwalk nothing. Will the Bears pull off the comeback, pull off the upset? Or will Darien roll on home with a good victory for this weekend? We'll see. 14 and a half minutes left.
Yeah, it looks like that Darien has put back in a couple of their starters for this final quarter. But Norwalk still with a lot of energy trying to find the spaces and gaps between the Darien players.
Escajadillo.
A very strong lift to Ava Welch. Welch trying to find Bach. It'll just be a little bit wide, and Norwalk will pick it up. Will be Norwalk ball.
It's Passarelli there for Norwalk.
It'll be Norwalk from the 40.
Gromelski.
Trying to start a fast break. She'll find Bach. Bach to Ogle. Ogle has Johnson in the circle. She'll find Duart at the top. Duart takes a shot, but it'll go off of the goalie's pads. But a very good start to this quarter from the Darien attack.
Yeah, Darien's been starting a couple quarters off with some good shots. First quarter, obviously, a little bit silent, but then they poured on the 5 goals. Third quarter, Franchetti was able to score. Fortunately, that offensive effort does not come to a good end for the Blue Wave. Intercepted there by Meyer. Meyer able to recover it again.
Meyer with a reverse to Ogle.
Ogle has options in the center. Has Gromelski.
Gromelski trying to go for the in between the legs to Duart, but will be unsuccessful, but it will find, I think that was
Meyer.
Meyer, yeah, trying to drive it in, but it'll just go wide.
Yeah, long shot there, just a little bit off target, and O'Brien didn't want to play any risk, just watched it fly out of bounds. Ogle, now to Gromelski.
Gromelski on the baseline looking for someone, trying to find Bach. It'll be picked up by Norwalk. It'll be a Norwalk ball coming out of the circle.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of familiar faces in this quarter, apparently. We're seeing Ogle, Gromelski, Johnson. You know, all of them were responsible for some of the goals earlier. Bach now, you know, playing a little bit closer to the attack in the mid instead of defense, which he was unorthodoxically playing in the third quarter. This is going to be the Darien team that you know, so that's why you're going to see them spend a lot more time on this offensive side here.
It'll be Meyer trying to lift it to Ogle. Ogle keeping it in play on the baseline. Yeah, Welch was fighting through that, and it'll be a Norwalk ball. From the 15.
Off the stick there of Welch. Great recovery by her. She's going to get it to Bach.
Bach looking for something. It'll be intercepted by Norwalk. But Escajadillo will have none of that and intercept it, and she'll try to pass it to Duart, but it'll just be a little bit too much power on that pass. And it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a Norwalk ball. Norwalk trying to fight through these Darien players right now. It'll continue to be Norwalk's ball from their left sideline. We'll try and pass it through, but it'll find the stick of Escajadillo.
Little now Ogle.
Ogle able to find a foot, and it'll be Welch. She'll find Gromelski. Gromelski fighting through Norwalk players. It'll be a Norwalk ball from the circle. They'll drive it. That looks like it'll go off of the stick or a foot of Adriana Gromelski. It'll be a Norwalk ball from that far right sideline. But they're low on numbers, so they'll find a Darien defender, and it'll be Ava Schneeberger. In the middle, she'll pass it to Duart on Darien's right sideline. Duart looking for Johnson, just a little bit too fast. It'll be a Norwalk ball getting cleared from the 25.
Yeah, that's the benefit there of having just a strong offensive attack. A lot of Darien defenders able to lay back and prevent any Norwalk fast breaks because they'll always have the strength in numbers.
Yeah, I definitely think that that's one of the key strengths of this Darien team is how they kind of work as a unit through their defense. It's very little of kind of like solo moments for their defense. It's definitely working as a whole. And we'll have a run from Adriana Gromelski. She'll reverse it, and it'll be a goal from the junior.
Yeah, Gromelski there able to just juke out the goalie, and it's her second goal today, and it's a good goal, makes it 7-0.
And this Darien team is definitely reminding Norwalk that they are, in fact, not asleep in the second half, even though they've had a very strong lead from the beginning of the game, as they continue to kind of test this Norwalk defense. Norwalk now trying to respond, but Anna Duart is having none of that, and she'll find Shannon Bach, who will do a quick touch to Johnson, and some great ball movement from the two, because it'll go back to Bach. Bach on the baseline. She'll try to reverse it to someone. Will she find Gromelski?
Oh, looks like there was a foul just before she got the shot off.
Will be a Norwalk ball getting cleared from the top of the circle. A strong drive that'll be picked up from Adriana Gromelski.
Gromelski
Looking
inside. Looks like that's going to be a little bit too high. Yeah, Gromelski there almost scored a goal. Would have been her third hat trick of the season. Had one against Greenwich and one against Ridgefield.
Norwalk trying to get onto Darien's 50, but it'll be picked up once again by Schneeberger, and it'll go back to Beach. Beach looking for someone. She'll find Escajadillo on that right sideline. Escajadillo to Duart. Duart getting past the defender. She has Johnson in the circle. She'll get it to Johnson at that baseline. Johnson looking for something. She'll shoot. But a very good stop by the Norwalk goalie.
Yeah, Brian there just kept it simple. Blocked it with the foot.
Yeah, she did a very good job of cutting off that angle from Johnson.
And again, Darien, not many worries for them. First off, 7-goal lead. Second off, they have the ball right now. And the ball means more chances to score.
Beach once again at the sweep. She'll try and find Gromelski. Gromelski putting some very good pressure on this Norwalk defense. But Norwalk will get the clear from the top of the circle. It looks like it'll be a whiff. But will be successful on the second try. Darien letting the ball roll all the way to their 15-yard line. It'll be Schneeberger looking for something. Trying to find Ogle. Looks like it'll be a foot from one of the Darien players and a Norwalk ball from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like that just went off the foot of Welch.
Norwalk for the first time in this quarter having numbers down in Darien's 50. Trying to find something in this game to kind of lessen the lead, but Adriana Gromelski will have a great stop. And she'll find Johnson. Johnson to Duart. Duart taking her time, weaving through Norwalk. Gromelski to Bach. Bach going for the reverse, but it'll just go far right of the goal. But what an attempt from the junior.
Yeah, that was a long shot there by Shannon Bach. A powerful shot, too. Just a little bit off target. You know, just a little bit, you know, to the left end. We'd be looking at an 8th goal and a great 8th goal at that. That's going to go out off the stick of Johnson. We'll see the captain, Kaylee McCarthy. The pass here, intercepted by Meyer. Meyer splitting the Bears. Ogle stripped away, but Schneeberger there to recover.
It'll still be Norwalk's ball, though, looking for something. Ogle will stop the ball. But it looks like it was a foot, so it'll be Norwalk's ball again. That'll go off of the body of Ava Welch. Finding Bach, but it'll be taken away. Norwalk trying to start something, but have been unsuccessful. It'll be Ava Schneeberger off of that left sideline for Darien, and back to Beach. Beach to Escajadillo. Escajadio to Meyer. Meyer looking for Duart. Will go up the sideline, but unsuccessful. But it'll bounce off the Norwalk stick, so it will be Johnson. Johnson to Bach. Bach trying to find something. It'll be a good clear. Norwalk. But unfortunately, it'll be a Darien ball again. It'll be Duart. Duart to Gromelski. Gromelski trying to do something. It'll be a save from O'Brien. It'll be a Norwalk clear from the top of the circle.
Yeah, even though it's 7-0, O'Brien's had to save about 10 shots. You could see there just multiple shots from Gromelski, and she just falls on the ball. It's a good way to prevent any goals from being scored.
Definitely, it'll be Norwalk from the top of their circle with less than 3 minutes left in this game. Welch with the ball, looking for someone. Franchetti trying to find something, and it will be a hat trick for the junior Adriana Gromelski. What a shot for the Blue Wave, making it 8-0. Darien.
Gromelski there with a great goal off the rebound from, it looked like Franchetti's shot. And now it's a hat trick of hat tricks for her on the season. And we'll see Norwalk started up after Darien's 8th goal.
Norwalk looking for something. They'll take it from the 50-yard line. Looking for some possible gaps in this Darien defense, but will be unsuccessful and find the stick of Ogle. Ogle to Welch, but it'll go back to Norwalk. But unfortunately, that pass will just go out of bounds, so it'll be Schneeberger once again for Darien on that left sideline. Back to Beach. Beach looking for something. She'll find Anna Duart. Duart finding Franchetti. Franchetti trying to get to Bach, but it'll go to Norwalk. Norwalk looking for something. He'll be stopped by Ava Welch. Franchetti once again on that right sideline, making a run towards the baseline, keeping it in.
Franchetti inside.
To Welch. Welch trying to get a foot, and she will be successful, so it'll be a Darien quarter. Possibly one of the last plays of this game for the Darien Blue Wave and Norwalk.
Yeah, just under a minute left here. We'll see Schneeberger feed it in. Schneeberger.
Schneeberger to Smosky. Smosky with a strong drive. A little ricochet off of the goalie, finding Franchetti. Ogle trying to go for the reverse, but unfortunately it'll be a Norwalk ball.
Yeah, it looks like everyone tried to get a shot off there.
Yeah, the last 10 seconds of the game. Norwalk with the last attempt.
I think that's just going to roll out to end the game.
Yeah, very strong game from this Blue Wave. 8-0 versus Norwalk. Definitely a good way to start their weekend.
Yeah, this Friday afternoon, Norwalk rolled into Darien High School, their stadium field. They came, they saw. Can't say they conquered. Lost 8-0 today. You might be wondering, how did they score 8 goals? Well, I'll be happy to tell you. Bach started it off. Then Gromelski. Then Johnson had a couple. And then it was Little, and that was just in the first quarter. Second quarter, though, was completely scoreless. Third quarter, we saw Franchetti score once. And then the fourth quarter, Gromelski decided today, let's get a hat trick, and scored 2 more goals. It's 8-0. Catherine, any final thoughts from today's game?
I think it was a very good game for Darien. And I think Norwalk also did a very good job, especially in kind of the middle of the game in the second and the third quarter, kind of slowing down this Darien offense. And I think it's very good practice for them, especially how strong of a team Darien is, to kind of just get those reps in and kind of work on their defense.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone who worked on the broadcast here. Stafford Mantle, Connor Dye, Jamie Scarvellis on camera, Thomas Urbar behind the scenes, graphics directing. Obviously, this broadcast couldn't be done without our great advisor, Damien Andrew. Catherine, as always, it was a pleasure commentating beside you today. I'm Neve Sagel, and from the DAF Media Network, enjoy your weekend. See you next time.
Are you enjoying this broadcast? If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network, please help support us with a donation. DAF Media is committed to education and broadcast excellence. Your support allows us to keep bringing you high-quality community programming while giving our student volunteer broadcasters hands-on STEM experiential learning of all parts of computer networking and video production. Your donations help pay for equipment, insurance, transportation, and our award-winning advisor, and make these broadcasts possible. To donate, you can scan the Venmo QR code shown here or visit our website at dafmedia.org/donate. The link to donate is also in the description of this YouTube video. For those of you who prefer a more traditional approach, checks can be made payable to DAF Media and mailed to the address shown here. Any donation of $1,000 or more will be recognized as sponsors of our broadcasts for 1 year. Feel free to pause the broadcast to write this down. Thanks for watching and supporting DAF Media.